unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live boxing ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live. Well, here we go again. Controversy, scandal, mayhem. Oh man, Edgar Berlanga, he won't take no for an answer. He still is not over his second professional loss in his career, and he believes that his opponent cheated to achieve that victory. I say, that's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So, this just came across the desk. Edgar Berlanga is back at it. He believes he has been cheated in his fight to Hamzah Sheeraz, right? And I've already made videos about it in real time. You guys are welcome to check those videos on the channel. I don't duck or dodge any topic in the world of boxing. Now, initially, it was other content creators and then even his wifey who was posting stuff, and he was liking posts, which I talked about in those videos, but some people may not have caught those videos when I did them in real time. He was liking some of the posts and, like, you know, behind the scenes, like silently agreeing, I guess you could say. Because, I mean, I don't know how y'all take it, but the way I look at it is if there's something that is controversial and then you like it and it's regarding you, there's kind of a chance that you're co-signing that message, right? Like if somebody says about Kendrick Lamar, and then you see in the comments Drake liked the post and it's something about negative about Kendrick Lamar, more than likely he's liking it because Kendrick Lamar, you know, won the beef and got with him, and he's kind of like silently agreeing. At least that's how I perceive it. So at first it was that. Now Berlanga jumped out the window and he's running the accusations himself. He kind of tiptoed to this moment because there was another point where he posted the infamous hand wrap from the Miguel Cotto fight, right? It was Antonio Margarito's glove, which we know he was likely using the plaster of Paris even in the Cotto fight. So he's been creeping towards this, but now he's just come out and said it. You dig? So before it was like other people, his wife, kind of liking things here and there, cryptic posts with Antonio Margarito. I covered all that on the channel. Your one-stop shop for all your boxing news. Now, Berlanga, he's letting it be known that's what he believes happened to him. And I did my research. So at the end of the day, I continue to show and prove that I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. Because at first, when I seen it, you gotta get it understood in the world of online. There's a lot of people like Sintel and, you know, these different accounts that are parody accounts, and then one letter will be wrong in their name and it's not the real person. But I double checked my work, I triple checked, I clicked on it to make sure this was Edgar Berlanga's actual account. It has the blue check mark and it has 36,000 followers, blah blah blah, and this is the social media account, so it's understood. It says, this past month, I've seen a lot of people talking about the suspicious hand wrap in me. I agree 100% that left hand wrap was suspicious. I take my wins and my losses humbly. God is the greatest, always and forever king. Shout out to all my fans and supporters. I love you guys. Ain't never going to stop greatness. We be back soon. Now, this is perhaps one of the most unclear, passive-aggressive type of messages that I've ever heard in the world of boxing, right? You first of all, why do people, they say something like kind of radical and then they put God right after it? Like that's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I was cheated, but God is good. God don't make mistakes. Like, people always try to put God after like the calamity. But aside from that, I mean, you're accusing somebody of doing something illegal because if the glove was suspicious, as we're calling it, or manipulated in any way that wasn't in line with how it's supposed to be worn or whatever, then that's cheating, right? So you're, in one hand, you're calling Hamzah Sheeraz a cheater, and then the next thing you're talking about God, and then you're talking about I love my fans, I'll be back, blah, blah, blah. So I'm really struggling to understand what is the messaging here. Like, are you going to pursue legal action? Do you have any shred of evidence? Because I've already talked about it when he posted the Antonio Margarito picture. The reality is boxing is definitely corrupt. Boxing has dirty things that occur in the sport. I get it. But here's what I do know. To get something changed in boxing, like overturned, it's like a court case. You have to have some kind of compelling evidence to argue your side. And if you don't have that, then you look foolish because you're throwing darts and pointing the finger, but you really can't prove what you're saying. And if you didn't catch it in real time and so much time has elapsed, who knows where them raps are at now, all these types of things, it's going to be really hard to determine what happened. I mean, Wilder felt he was cheated by Tyson Fury, and everybody was talking about that. And that was more of a compelling case because Tyson Fury's failed PED tests before multiple times, things like that. So his character had already been shown in those moments. Hamzah Sheeraz hasn't, and he already answered and explained his stance and why everything was what it was and what the yellow stain was. I've already went over it. So I don't understand what Berlanga is even hoping to accomplish here. That's why I said it was unclear and kind of confusing. What is your aim? You're like, oh, I was cheated, but God is good. I'll be back soon. Thanks for the fans. Like, what's the point of even saying that? And again, you're only as good as what you can prove. And at this point, I don't even think anyone cares about that fight anymore. You care because it happened to you and you have to face the embarrassment to it. But I just don't understand what the aim is here. You know what I mean? You're just going to keep calling this guy suspicious, saying he cheated and something was amiss with the hand wraps. And the more you do it, the comments are already tearing them up. But give it a minute. You know, people are only going to get mad, call you a poor sport. Because, again, unless you have something new to like some new compelling evidence or some forensics or something that proves, like, get a mole that said, hey, I gave Hamzah Sheeraz some plaster of Paris or whatever, da-da-da-da. But you don't have that. So it just sounds like a broken record. And it sounds like somebody who's not over their loss. And here's the dangerous thing about the mindset of a fighter when they lost. If you lose and you didn't expect to lose, you felt you had a great camp, everything was peachy, you felt strong, you seen the guy on tape, you didn't think he was going to be hitting that hard, you didn't think he was that good, whatever. And then you lose and get battered like Berlanga did, dropped a gang of times, hurt badly, and then stop, something Canelo couldn't do. And then people are coming out saying, hey, something was up with the hand wraps. I feel like most people and most people's ego, no pun intended, they're going to likely side with it because now it gives you a scapegoat and a reason why you perform so poorly. You know what I mean? Like, imagine a student and they failed out of a class, right? And then someone sues the school and says the AC was off and the AC is broken, so the classrooms were exceptionally hot. And then now people make a fuss like, hey, they were hostile conditions for taking tests. And then now, since this argument comes up, the AC was broken, the classrooms were hot, it was right before the summertime, and that's why I scored so low on the test, because it was grueling in there and I couldn't focus. Now that you have this scapegoat, most people are gonna run with that. And then your parents are wondering why you got an F and why you flunked out of school. Now that this class action lawsuit or whatever type of lawsuit against the school for not having no AC, now you have a justification. You're gonna be like, see, mom, I told you, this is why I failed the class. Even if that wasn't really the reason, you might have failed the class because you weren't paying attention. Maybe you're dumb. Maybe you have reading and comprehension issues. But again, I feel like most people are gonna go with the easy route of, hey, this is what happened to me. And that's what it looks like from Berlanga. You didn't expect to lose. You definitely didn't expect to lose like that. And then now you have like a built-in scapegoat where you could just say he cheated. And if I'm wrong, then the burden, the onus is on you to prove he's a cheater, right? Because if he's a cheater, the man should be suspended, right? If he's a cheater, then an investigation should be had. If he's a cheater, why are you not suing him? Like something from that list that I just rattled off needs to occur. But you're not going to take your money and take him to court because you have no case and you know it'll be thrown out. So it's like, what's the point of keep saying this? If you don't have it, sometimes you got to eat it. Maybe you got to get a better team to, like people like Brother Naseem, who helped Shane Mosley detect that Margarito wasn't on the up and up. I don't know. But again, even if you think this is the case, you don't have the evidence. It doesn't sound like, because I said it before, I'll say it again. If you truly had evidence that would solidify your claims, you would have said that. You wouldn't have put this post out talking about, oh, I think it was suspicious. Everything looks suspicious. You would be like, guilty. This man cheated. Exhibit A. But you're not doing that. And you just keep posting cryptic messages, liking other people's posts, talking about Hamzah Sheeraz cheated. And then now you finally came out and said something. But what's the point? You can't prove it. So to me, it looks kind of dumb. And nothing has changed. His record still shows the loss, the knockout. I haven't heard of no lawsuits. If you really feel you were cheated, sue him. Get that lawsuit up in there. But he likely won't, because it's all what you feel. And it's easy to feel that way when you get cooked. And then somebody provides a nice, safe spot for you to land by having a built-in excuse of why you lost. So I don't look for this to go anywhere. If I'm wrong, I'll of course update y'all. But it just looks like sour grapes, and you lost, you got cooked, and you don't really have anything more. So you're just going to keep saying, I know in my gut, I know in my heart something was amiss, but that's not enough. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.